To start off, it's no secret that the Timberwolves love drop coverage with Rudy Gobert as their anchor on defense, and Stan Van Gundy really made sure the viewer was aware of that.
Gobert played more of a drop. That's going to be tough coverage, I think, for Minnesota. Playing in that drop coverage.
Same thing.
I don't like the drop coverage. I think you've got to come up, be aggressive at the... that drop coverage, I know Doncic is not shooting it well. That drop coverage is not effective.
Drop coverage, like any defense, has its pros and cons. Now let's jump into the first clip. Gafford sets the screen way up by the logo, and McDaniels fights over while Gobert stays low. The three is successfully denied, and Luka gets downhill while also trying to get a feel for where McDaniels is before he does anything else. And by the time he finds his sweet spot, it's a step back into a floater for two. Even when McDaniels is able to recover, it's still a Luka Doncic shot that we're talking about contesting here. Here's basically the same scenario, but this time, it's a stop. It's the same defensive difficulty that goes for Kyrie, this time off of the Lively screen, and even with Gobert right there, it's just better offense sometimes. Here's one from a baseline out of bounds. Kyrie uses the Lively screen, and it's just too easy with Gobert so far away. So why doesn't Gobert just switch? Or even come up higher and maybe help trap with the on-ball defender to cause some chaos? If Gobert switches, the Wolves are worried about him just getting blown by far out on the perimeter, and if they blitz the ball, they're worried about Luka magic, like this tough pass right here, and if that pass gets through, it's a numbers disadvantage every time for Minnesota. Here's another blitz example where Cat and Ant get up on Kyrie, and he's able to make the pass to Lively in the middle of the floor. This caused some help defense confusion, and they gave up an open Luka 3 that luckily didn't fall. See, blitzing can put you at a numbers disadvantage, but it does get the ball out of a player's hands if they don't try to split between it. Sometimes it results in a bad pass, or create enough pressure to flat out steal it right then and there. In this case, it forced Kyrie to get rid of it, and it made Lively make the next play. Now here's a blitz gone wrong. Lively sets the screen here, McDaniels and Nas blitz Luka, and he quickly fakes the high pass before bouncing it to Lively, and you see the numbers advantage for Dallas. Lively has it in the middle with some options to choose from. He's got Derrick Jones Jr. in the corner, who Cat happily cheated away from. He could also try PJ in the right corner, but he Euro-stepped his way into a layup instead. So while it didn't work this time, it does push someone other than Luka or Kyrie to have to make some decisions. Here's a blitz result OKC was hoping for in the last round, where the Wolves got up on Luka and leave PJ Washington open, but he wasn't able to make them pay for it. No coverage is perfect, and frankly, players are too skilled to see the same strategy thrown at them over and over again. The T-Wolves were in their drop coverage for way too long in my opinion, not mixing it up often enough, but it was also their offensive side of the ball that failed them. The Wolves took a ridiculous 49 threes in this game, which really bailed out the Mavs defense. Edwards had a nice opportunity to snake the screen here and maybe get to his mid-range pull-up that we know he likes to take, with Luka on him by the way, and instead he takes a step-back 3 with over 10 seconds left in the shot clock. This was still a very close game that felt more like Minnesota threw away, but credit to a masterful fourth quarter by Luka, a red-hot first half by Kyrie, with Gafford and Lively doing their part on both ends to steal Game 1, and I can't wait to see what happens in Game 2.